build video. Today, we got the DA outside, put the battery back in it last week. Starts right up every time, like I said. Just got to cycle the fuel pump a few times because of the 110. But we're gonna get to working on the green car. My friend Brian came over to help me. We're gonna get the axles in. We're gonna hopefully get an intake manifold on it, get the turbo manifold back on it, and see how much progress we can get before it gets dark. Sorry about the last video where it got really dark on us and you really couldn't tell what I was doing. I'm trying to get LED lights for inside the garage so I can work inside the garage. As you can tell, I pulled the car out a little bit and I used the little light right there to get good video. The new Juke wheels look amazing in white, and the 16.6 CL is sitting over there. So hope you guys enjoy the content and follow along. Oh, that 110 smells delish.
First start. Oh, 1205, burnout.
First thing you feel like it, right?
The smell? Oh yeah, it smells glorious.
Is that all the way to the gear?
All right, so for you that couldn't see in the video during the nighttime, this is the zip tie choke right here. You literally see a zip tie, literally about a pinky length apart, and then on the actual push and pull cable, it's a zip tie every inch all the way down to the adapter bracket back there that holds it. This is the nitrous line. Here's the clutch line. So for somebody that's never really driven an Accord before, the factory shifter is literally the worst thing ever. If you get in there, you will miss gears. And this is a BB4 shifter that is mounted pretty solidly in the car. So it's a steel one. It still does have the plastic side to side, but you know, for basically free 99, 2 bags of zip ties, you can have amazing shifter filling. And literally, that's all you need. No K-tuned around here, boy. All right, so for those of you that don't know what this is actually a Euro R H22 intake manifold. All these fancy little billet adapters are by Roscoe Racing. This manifold setup alone is what I ran on my old CB7, and we have a little clearance issue between our extra large fuel system and our pretty 70mm throttle body, but all we have to do is just take these 2 self-tappers out, relocate this, and then we can get our Euro R manifold on. And you can see here, turbo manifold is on with all the bolts for once, and it's a pretty good fitment. Alright guys, so if you don't have a impact gun and you want to tighten your lugs or your axle nut, all you have to do is take a screwdriver in the rotor, put your axle nut bolt on there, and tighten her down.
Does that work just as good at undoing it?
Yeah.
Or loosening it?
Yep. And another tip, you can just pop the center cap out of your wheel and do it with the car on the ground. Then you have the whole pressure of the car against it, and they seem to pop loose a lot easier that way. And then we got Brian over here caulking the turbo.
Boys, fully boy!
The Chinese 76 mil spoolie boy. Woo! We got the manifold on. She's nice and tight. We had to move the fuel system a little bit. We'll have to move it down. And I'm gonna try to jack up the back of the car and show you guys the fuel system, since you guys have never seen it. But Lord, she looks good. That manifold is beautiful.
If you don't almost die building your car, try it. Oh, can you loosen this thing up?
Hang on a second.
So with these here, you should go with this, slide it over here, take this, slide it right there, push it. Money. I'll put it right there. And I'll put our zip ties back. I don't know. You can never build a Honda without some extra bolts. Alright guys, so it's all good. This is probably the most this car has been together in 3 or 4 years. You can't see yet because the light is not on, but you will see here in a second. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I was going to show you guys the fuel setup. Well, ST rear sway bar, FAT4 Customs billet control arms, and then what we have here is a 5-gallon cell with a sump. We have dual Bosch 44s with Micron inline filters going to a Y to a single, and we have a little diffuser back here as well. But this is what the underneath of the car actually looks like. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for tonight. Today we've accomplished a lot. We got the axles in, we got the suspension all back together, we got all the body panels on and aligned pretty well. We did the intake manifold and the turbo manifold, so now we can actually get to the finish work for the fab work and the wiring of the car. And we cleaned up the garage a little bit, got both of the cars backed in, and hope you guys enjoy the Accord content. Stay tuned for more, and as always, like, subscribe, and comment.